Good morning. Thanks for joining me. So I'm out for a walk and I realized I don't have any matches. So I'm going to collect this and collect some other material and see if I can get a fire going. It rained like a bugger last night and the day before, so everything is just soaked. So wish me luck. Okay, well, I'm going to dig around some fat wood, or for fat wood. I'm going to look in this stump right here behind me and see if I can find something. When a tree dies naturally, particularly fir, all the resin just kind of settles in the lower extremities of the tree. So this is a really old stump. So the last remaining resin is right in here. So there you have it. So that's a residue of what's left of this once healthy tree, and it's going to contribute to my fire. So I think I may have found my spindle right up here. Where are you? Right there. Somewhere in there there's a straight piece, and I'm gonna harvest that. I found this poplar, so I'm gonna use that. Have to break it down a little bit, but it'll work. We'll getting close to having a fire. Well, I have everything together except my bow and my string, but that piece of poplar, shape it to for your fireboard. I got my spindle right here. I'll have to shape that as well. And my spindle block. And I think I might be able to use that knot, or maybe this one on the other side. But we'll figure that out. I'm going to use some of that fat wood, some of this fat wood right here for, I'll shave it and make a nice, some nice tinder out of it. I also have this here, called bulrush or cattail. I don't know if there's a difference, but that stuff is great fire starter. And because it's been so rainy, I know that the inside of this is dry, as you can see. So I need to make a nest and find a bow and find some string. Well, I'm getting there. Got a bow now. Put a little groove at the end, and there she be. Well, bootlace is what I've got, so bootlace is what I'm going to use. When you're building a fire this way, you want to make sure that everything's dry. It's critical. Moisture and a friction fire will not produce an ember. So I have gathered up my nests right here. Okay, it may not be pretty, but it's going to work. I've carved up some tinder from my fat wood. Oh, that smells so good. It's going to burn so nice. Look at the resin in that. Is that going to focus in? Just gorgeous. I don't want to forget this, but I'm not going to do it right now because I got a bit of a breeze and I'm afraid it might all just blow away. So I'm going to use my hat to keep this off the ground. First thing we want to do is burn in our fireboard, and let me just demonstrate that for you. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a V in here. So I want to go about 2/3 of the way into that burn, and my V to start out here. So if I drew a straight line from there to there, and there, that will give me an indication of how wide my V will be. So there it is. It's not perfect, but it's going to work. Let's see if I can clear some of this out so it's not splashing around in your face. No ember. Oops. Sharpen that up a little bit because it's starting to shoulder out a little bit on me. So okay, now let's see. Let's produce an ember. Let's produce an ember, shall we? Yes. We can produce an ember, which I'm not sure. No ember. Let's see if we can get it this time. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Let's go. They're gonna have me against it. Let's go. Look at them. Could be that there's moisture in the spindle because look at all the cracks. All those cracks hold moisture. But I'll take this down a bit. And there we go. This time she's gonna go. Okay. We have more room for another burn there. I don't know. And so, see, we drilled quite a ways into that. Almost right through. I think I'm going to try one more. See if that's going to work. Yeah, it's too deep. It's too deep, so all it's doing is grabbing the shoulders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start another hole here to burn in. Burn that in. Just like before. Got a new hole. So we'll try that and see how that works out for us as well. Oh, did that drop in your face? Sorry about that. I think this time we got it. Let's try this again. Okay, this time we do it. Not too much wind on there right away. That's awesome. So that took a little bit of work, but got an ember. You don't want to rush it. You want to let that ember smolder like a cigarette. Pick up. Got a little bit of a breeze on it, and I'll just let it breeze. I'm not going to try to blow on it because there's so much moisture in the air right now. So let me just show this to you. You can see it's starting to mature and take shape. So what I'm going to do now is just get my nest ready for when this is ready to transfer into the nest and make fire. Well, I'm sorry I didn't record putting it into my nest, but there's the ember in my nest and it's still smoking, and it's gonna go. So I'm just gonna prop you up right here while I work this over. Okay, I can see ember in there, so now that it's that mature, I'm going to use my breath. So now we've got some fire. Now we have something to work with. The nice thing about this fat wood, burns a long time. Fire. Now, as you can see, it does take some work, some patience, and a bit of effort, and then you have fire. So it took quite a while to get going, but like I said, it's really moist. A lot of humidity in the air. All the wood material was damp, and yeah, just with a little persistence, you can still get a fire going. So I just want to say that you know, if you're ever in this situation where you have to build a fire like this, don't give up. Just keep going, be positive, think positive, and you know, remember the materials that we used. Let's have some lunch. What did I bring for lunch? Well, I got some pepperoni, some homemade cookies, and a couple of slices of bread. And that's what I've got. So, and I know somebody else who wants one. Come here. Here you go. Yeah. Well, I hope you learned something from that. I certainly did. Every time I do something like this, I learn something new. And yeah, it's a learning process. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.